Thank you. So let's take a moment to land and set our intent to visit Lemuria. As we do, just take a moment here. If there's an intent or an expectation that you came with this morning to this Lemurian Fellowship, then just bring that to mind when we connect with our Lemurian guides. It's an opportunity to receive information or knowledge. It's information to give your energy to the circle. Yeah. So just allow yourself to drop in. However you would normally still your mind. Sometimes it's just easy to follow the inflow and outflow of your breath, whatever your preferred method is to come into a state of mindfulness. Allow your energy to settle. Turn your attention to your energetic connection to Mother Earth. Perhaps notice that tingling feeling at the base of your feet. It's always there, but we only notice it when we turn our attention to it. And those of you who've done any of the Lemurian courses, ask you to contribute your energy by doing prana breathing. Simply, for those who are new to the circle, simply just breathing in through your crown chakra into your heart space. And as you feel your energy start to connect with your energetic body, allow that energy to move around wherever it may wish to go. Soothing, calming, healing. And allow yourself that connection with your etheric body. That energy field around your physical. And now I invite you to connect to your higher self, that part of you beyond your soul field, your spirit. Step into the energy of your higher self, your connection beyond the veil. Today we're going to visit Lemuria, and to get there we're going to ride on a Lemurian dragon. So allow your personal Lemurian dragon to appear gently, full of love, compassion, and kindness, as it gently appears before you. You can give it a pat on the nose if you like. Dragons like that. Look into its eyes. See the love and the caring this spirit dragon has for you and for all of creation. As it bows down, I guess, allowing you to climb onto its shoulder and onto its back. And then you take off, traveling through time, space, through the astral. Allowing yourself to see the wonders that there are in this realm. And although this travel can be done in an instant of time, Spirit is saying to allow each one of you the privilege of sitting with this energy of riding the dragon. Look around, sense with your eyes, your ears, hear the sounds, see the sights. Feel your energy as you connect with this dragon energy, this Lemurian dragon. There appearing as if a mirage is the ancient continent of Lemuria. She come close, and the dragon takes a few laps for your benefit only to show you its beautiful trees piercing up through the mist, dwellings as if from a fairy tale, colors more vivid than you would ever imagine in this earth plane that you're used to. And the dragon settles down, lands gently, and bows down to allow you to climb off. Give him a hug, or her, and you're surrounded by a beautiful forest, immediately feeling the connection, your connection to Lemuria. Looking around at the trees, seem to have that beautiful bluey purple kind of aura about them. At least that's how I see it. Have a look at how you see it. What's your experience of this forest? It appears that each tree is separate, sentient being, yet the forest as a collective, as a whole. Indeed, each branch and each leaf is an independent entity, it would seem, each one alive, stark, yet part of the whole of all that is here. Roots joining through the earth, communicating, home to birds and animals, some familiar and some quite curious as you look around. A beautiful breeze stirs the leaves of the trees and comes with scents of wildflowers. And there's the sun dappling down through the leaves of the trees, forming patterns upon the ground, somewhat like runes, perhaps an ancient language. As you look at these, is there a message there for you? Sound of water, gentle surf washing up on a beach not far away, and the scent of salt air. And there, ahead of you, you see a being, a Lemurian being of light, walking towards you to greet you. And I'll defer from describing this being and allow you each individually to see this being for yourself. But one thing that's common to all of us as you behold this beautiful Lemurian being of light is you realize that this is a version of you. This is this is you, one of your lifetimes in Lemuria. And as you look into the eyes of this being, see the familiarity, the love, and you allow yourself to merge with this version of you, past, future, parallel life. Who knows? It doesn't matter. And you walk as this being, feel what it is like to remember and experience one of your lifetimes in Lemuria. Feel the wisdom, the knowledge, feel the differences in attitude, thoughts even. And there is a knowingness within you as you connect with this version of you, a knowingness that brings back memories, a mission perhaps, a why. You feel drawn to walk along a beautiful winding path, leading gently upwards towards what appears to be a, you could call it a temple, but it's not necessarily a place of worship. And when you appear, when you get to this building, you realize this is the council chamber of Lemuria. And as you walk in the door, there are people who greet you. Some of them you notice are the others here in this circle as we come together in Lemuria. As you walk into the council chamber, each one of us is given a scroll, has a seal. You take your place within this circle of eldership, I guess, of love and light and caring. And as you break the seal on your scroll and unroll it, there is one word written upon it. Allow yourself for 2 or 3 minutes here to explore whatever comes through for you in this scene, in this place. I'm being told very specifically to not lead either or any of you in any direction whatsoever. This is a personal journey for the next 2 or 3 minutes where I'll hold space, where individually and collectively to see what unfolds in this scene. I'll mind the time. Allow Spirit to show you whatever is there for you. Seems as if with a collective knowingness, this Lemurian council meeting comes to an end, and each person there, each one of you, reach out your hand to which appears to be a central hub, project loving energy into this orb of light, which then grows and grows and grows and expands to fill the whole chamber and everyone within it. The feeling of collective knowingness, a sharing of knowledge that each individual within the circle understands the mind of all within, and that this knowingness is then transmitted across the continent and the earth in that cycle of time, sending love, peace, compassion. This is not a government as much as a collective of peers, representative of different communities, not a council of decision making as much as a council of collaboration for the highest good of all. There's much hugging between members and good wishes and love exchanges of energy, of peace and healing and love. And then you, as you leave the chamber, there's your beautiful Lemurian dragon waiting for you. You gently climb onto its back. Give it a big hug, and off you go, spiraling upwards and upwards and upwards, retaining in some ways the presence of your Lemurian self as the dragon brings you back to where you started. And you become aware of your body. You climb down. Dragon gives you a wink. Disappears. Till next time. And you're back in your chair. Feeling the chair supporting you. Feeling this earthly body that's somehow on a higher frequency than you were 20 minutes ago, Earth time. Just gently bring yourself back. And when you settle back in your own skin, just open your eyes. And those of you that wish, I'd love to hear how your experience was. Okay. Excuse me. Sometimes get a bit teary when I lead these things. It's just such a nice energy, isn't it? Thank you, Spirit. Who'd like to say something? This is the part that I like, hearing people's perspectives. There you go, Nick. You'll have to press a button somewhere there.
That's
There
cool.
you go.
Thank you. Amazing. Technology. Yeah, thank you for such a beautiful journey. I've just spent the weekend in a teepee, and I was really just seeking a bit more clarity of what I have received over the weekend, and yeah, it was quite interesting because I got nourish was my word,
Mhm.
but it was really talking about telling stories and like write my stories down and share my stories, which I just thought was really curious. Like I was asked by an 8-year-old to tell him a story, and my mind just went blank, and I was like, damn it, I've got nothing. Um, and then I said something to distract that was definitely a distraction. And he said, I know what you're doing. I was like, oh, yeah. So just, yeah, that was all very unexpected. Now I'll be able to
Ah.
tell him about a beautiful Lemurian dragon. But yeah, just so there was really, I suppose, a call just to sit in some silence and sit and hear what my stories are and write them down and be nourished by them, actually.
Mm.
So, yeah,
That's
that
lovely.
was me. Mm,
Thanks, Nick.
thank you. Don't forget to mute me, please.
That's all right.
Mm.
Thank you. Mm. Hey, Judy, can you unmute yourself? Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
I did. Done it. Um, what was fascinating about the space that I found myself in was that it first of all started, it was a round space, and it looked as though the walls were lined with books, but they actually weren't. They were well, they were in a way. They were sort of capsules of knowledge and experience, or the capsules of knowledge, where if you opened them, you went into the experience of that, which meant that the council could call on knowledge, and I mean past, present, and future. So this just went skywards, and it was just, yeah, it was just pretty mind-blowing, actually. It was past, present, and future, and creation. So it was right back to creation and source as well.
Mm.
So, and the message there was that we have this knowledge, we have access to this. It is, it is all there for us. And my word was love. So yeah, it was just lovely. It was just lovely. Yeah. It was lovely to know the power of being in that space, to be surrounded by the knowledge and experience of all time, all whatever time is, but all creation.
Thank you, Judy. Yeah. Hey, Nella.
Thank you so much, Judy, for sharing. That was my experience. I had, before Martin went into the temple or the place, I had already seen a dome, and I felt like I wanted to go to it. And I was standing there, and then he started going into, if you start going up, and that was how I went up. I started, it was like a spiral almost, but it
Mm.
was hidden in the grass. Like these steps appeared as I walked, and I kept going up. And then when I got inside, uh, I could see the dome, but I wasn't sure if it was glass or like a crystal or something, because it had these, it was almost like it was a breath that was breathing around it. So each time there was a breath, it was like taking a breath and coming in. And I looked around and I saw books. And there was books everywhere, and I was in there by myself. And then all these, it looked like peacock feathers around. And when I looked closer, it was just the coloring, like really difficult to explain the color. It's like a teal and these purples and colors. So I looked to the middle of the floor, and there was a book, and it was open, and it was closed like this, but standing. And that's what I felt. It was like a time capsule. So I walked to the book, and it opened, and these vines started coming up outside of it, like through the book. And so I was watching it circulate up, and I asked, where does this vine leave? And they said, this is the tree of knowledge. And so when I looked back down at the pages, there were like, it wasn't really writing on the pages, it was kind of lifted off, but it was circling like this, like it was just circling through the book around the pages. It was moving, but they were raised off of the page, and it was like a golden light language type of writing. And so when I went to pick up the book to see, look closer, there was these roots that went to each page from the vine, and it said it's connected in all consciousness. So I turned, and everybody was sitting around the room with their own book, with their own vine, but we were connected through the roots of
Oh,
the vine. And it was all like collective consciousness. And I was, it was really interesting, because before that, when the dragon took me to Lemuria, it didn't show me a location. It showed me multiple versions, with layers. And
mm.
so it was almost like it was layered like this. And so I could see through the layers, but it was all at once. And so I turned my head to kind of get a different perspective, and I could see the different layers with different timelines, different perceptions, different uh truths, different. It was just a lot in this one space. And that's how when I got there, I ended up there. And I was just kind of in awe, but it was all time and space, from before and in the future, in the now of the layers.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. Yeah, so you're sort of seeing through the veil of time. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Thank you for that description. That's really nice. Mm. Something disappeared. Someone disappeared. I think it was Catherine. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else like to share? Okay. Hi, John. If you're saying something, you're muted. Can you unmute? There we go.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the process of moving house at the moment, and I'm going to a house that's near the sea. Rather, it's closer to the sea than where I am at the moment. But I'm in a bit of a quandary as to whether or not it's the best idea. But the word I saw was sea, and it felt like it made sense. So that was quite powerful for me, just to see the sea.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, but it felt very, as it always does, opening hearted, and just makes me feel very connected to everyone. And yeah, just felt a bit sad as well. I'm not sure why, but I think sad in the sense that I'm not always connected, and maybe the Lemurian situation is one of deep connection, very deep connection. So
Yeah. Yeah.
mm.
Lovely confirmation, John.
Mm.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Anybody else? Yeah, Renton, you might have to unmute yourself, Matt. I'll press the ask to unmute and see if that helps. Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Martin. That was really beautiful. I thought I was having trouble dropping in. I thought I was sort of Monday mornings. Just for me, it's a lot to think about, and I thought I was having trouble dropping in until I tried to come back, and and then I was like, wow, okay, so I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have anything too profound to report in exact detail, but my word was love, and so it was just a beautiful way for me to start the week, tapping into universal and divine love. So thank you very much for that.
My pleasure, Renton. Thank you for joining us. I think I saw Chris the mermaid put her hand up there.
Yes, well, for me, it was mostly transcending love, a bit like everyone. I don't see a lot of details, but I could feel a lot of light, and I think that's where I'm at in my journey. Is really feeling the love in the heart chakra is wide open and more open since I'm here, because the energies here are quite higher than where I was before. So the sea does that too. So it's a beautiful experience. So thanks for that, Martin.
Thank you. My pleasure. Bill, I'm not calling you out, but did you have anything to add?
I'm still processing.
Fair enough too. I wasn't sure.
I felt I was the dragon. I felt
Oh.
most of the time that I was circling around, you know, and I was seeing all kinds of visions, you know, and they just kept sort of coming at me from all directions. That's why I'm saying I'm still processing. I'm not sure what I saw, you know. But
Of course.
so the other thing was my word was patience. and that fits where I am right now. But the odd thing is, at the end, I had a vision of a movie of myself as a teenager playing ice hockey. And I don't know where that came from, but it was very clear, and there I was playing hockey as I did for many, many years of my life. So
Wow. Wow, interesting. Very cool. Thanks, Bill. I've noticed that you normally wait until last, so I want to just invite you forward if you had anything there. Ah, yeah, my word was red, which was interesting, like as in a color. And as we had that quiet moment, I thought, red? What's red about? And it sort of merged into a sort of morphed into a gold color as I sat there for that quiet time. And it was as if there was a change from red being like a fairly base sort of color up to some sort of transcendence or something. There was a there was a change within me as that red color, that red turned to gold. So I thought it was really nice. Yeah, because I've been wondering what red was because this came through to me about 2 o'clock this morning. Spirit said, "Okay, this is what you're going to do this morning." I was like, "What's red about?" Yeah, so there we go. I love the way spirit works. Well, let's let's just tune in and see if there's anything else to come through this morning. Yeah. Anyone who if we'll just tune back into that Lemurian energy. So we hold it as we'll close the circle shortly. Um, just tune back into that energy and bring it into your physical state, to your soul state. If anyone gets any thoughts, messages, or anything, just feel free to unmute and share them with the group. It seems that with the Lemurian Fellowship, this is the time where we call in that beautiful Lemurian healing energy. And I do feel the Lemurian goddess energy coming through fairly strongly at the moment. Those of us here that have done the Lemurian healing course, I just ask you to channel some Lemurian healing to the group circle. Thanks. Whichever way. Sometimes it's nice to imagine us all standing in a circle and channeling with your traveling color into the middle of the circle and joining as you channel the Lemurian energy through. And then with your healing color, bring that energy in and allow that orb in the middle of the circle to expand and expand until it creates an orb of healing energy around us as a collective. Any thoughts, feelings, or emotions that arise in this moment, just allow them to pass. Any thoughts of the week ahead or the day ahead come to you, just allow this energy to bless those thoughts for your highest good with ease and grace as you move into your day, your week, your month, your life. There's an energy vibration that is just beyond the audible range of healing. A little bit like white noise that you may be able to tap into. It's a stabilizing frequency. It allows you, whether you hear it or not, just allow yourself to tune to it in this moment. It's like a signal of stabilizing your energy on physical, emotional, mental, spiritual levels, harmonizing you in this soul state, this incarnation with your higher self, harmonizing with your blueprint. Kind of like a little radio signal, individually tuned for your highest and best good. Cut through the clutter of day by day frequencies that bombard your physical form and upset is the word I want to use, your emotional and mental bodies. But when you tune into this frequency, this individual frequency, it brings it all back into balance, back into harmony. Perhaps you might hear it just beyond the realm of hearing, or perhaps you may, in this moment, get a sense of it as a color or a feeling, whatever it is individually for you. I think this is the gift that is coming through today. The Spirit is saying that whether you heal it, feel it, whether you hear it or you feel it or you sense it in any way, that's okay, it's there. It's your soul frequency. The soul frequency of your essential nature, beyond the layers of of thoughts, feelings, assumptions, and beliefs that we inherit as we tromp our way through life. This is your soul frequency. I think probably what David calls your soul color. For me, it's coming through as a frequency. Same thing, I'm sure. If anyone has anything that they would like to add at this point in time, feel free just to unmute. Otherwise, I'll wind up this beautiful frequency, which is a pity. We'll just sit here for another hour or two. Hey? Come on. Okay, coming back. Bring this beautiful energy with you. Oh. Oh, it feels very very grounding, doesn't it? All right. Beautiful people. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for contributing to this lovely experience today. Hey, Renton, I see you're unmuted. Did you have something to say?
I think I'm just still unmuted from before. Thank you, is what I have to say.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Such a pleasure to see you, mate.
Likewise.
All right. I've got a real reluctance here, and it's not just because I'm enjoying the energy. There's something else. There's something here. Who's got the ball? There's something to be said or to be done. I'm not sure.
I've got something to say.
Oh, thank you, Beck.
So I was getting the importance of community and sort of sitting in this sort of energy, particularly with all the turmoil and the outside noise that's going on in the world, and that I feel that's going to sort of intensify, like in the later part of the year as well, to sort of remembering who our true nature is, the importance of that.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting, because I did a workshop on true nature at a men's event a couple of weekends ago, and that's where I met Renton. And yeah, true nature, essential nature. This is it. Getting back to that. I think that's what the soul frequency was that I was talking about. It's aligning ourselves. And I think, when I do the masterclass, the next one, the 30th, I think we're gonna do that. Those of you who were there for the first masterclass, remember staying sane? We did that one. I think it might be a rerun of staying sane. I think that's what's coming through here. Yeah. So thanks for that, Beck. That's a good confirmation. I appreciate it. I knew there was something. Yeah. I seem to have these
For me,
Hawaiian words in my head
for
at the moment. Sorry, Bill.
for me, it's the importance of community
Mm.
and the importance of knowing that we are all one and that we're actually here to support each other, not to compete with each other.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. All righty. Then let us go forth with this energy. So yeah, please keep in touch, and if anything, if you have anything for the group, we should sort of get. Well, I suppose we've got. I don't know. How would we keep this energy running between us, between our 3 weekly Lemurian circle calls? There's a question for everybody. How do we do that? Other than etherically, of course. Hey,
Maybe
Christine.
we could send energy to the group.
Sorry, John.
Maybe we could send energy to the group regularly.
Yeah, totally.
We feel
Totally.
drawn to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the guy. Let's do that. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, I've been using the last recording that you've sent from the last meeting. You mentioned, well, you might listen to it again. So during my transition from Canada to here, I used that a lot, and it really helped. So it's like I've been in the group and reliving, whatever.
Yeah.
Redoing
The energy.
the energy connection. It was different. It's always, it's always strong and beautiful. But the last one we had for me was very special because I had to do with expansion of my heart and all of the transitioning I was going through. So I think for me, it's a way of being connected with everyone. So that was my thought.
That's great. I'll definitely send the recording out. Usually takes me a couple of days to get around to it, you may have noticed, but I will send it out to everyone that's here. Yeah, thanks for that, Chris. Was that a hand up, Judy, or no? I just saw your hand go. I thought you were waving. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your energy today. This has been absolutely lovely. I feel very blessed to be a part of this circle with you people in it. And more. Let's bless more people. Invite your friends. Okay, lots of love.
Thanks, man.
Till next time.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
Yes,
Aloha.
thank you.
Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you.